If you are wondering what it is like to work with me, today is your lucky day because I am coaching another person live on this episode. Welcome to this episode of Your Spiritual Business Coach. I am your host, Ashu. I am the coach for light leaders ready to own their fierce self expression and build audiences that trust you with their eyes closed. We do this by integrating feline energy, which helps you birth match made in heaven offers and whisker licking good marketing. I have with me a very lovely guest today, and I would love for you to go on and tell me what it is that you would like to get coached on today.
Hi, Ashu. So I think I would like to understand, like I asked previously. I have heard everywhere that people say that, niching down is the thing to get your clients. And if you don't niche down and if you don't target a particular set of audience, you will kind of lose on to, you will not get the right kind of clients. So, but I don't really like as a spiritual person with who is multifaceted. I really don't understand or I don't resonate with niches a lot, and so I don't understand what to do in this case scenario, and I would like to know more.
Absolutely. Well, I would want to tailor it definitely, like totally to you. So, could you tell me a couple of things that you feel like I have these things that I do, but I don't know how to put them in a niche, or if I put them in a niche, I feel like I'm caging myself.
Okay. So I have this chakra healing container that I'm working on, which will be launched around March end or like March third week. And it is going to be a 3 month container in which I will be helping people to work with their chakras and work with their subconscious blocks and to release those blocks and to help them, manifest their dream life. Because everybody talks about manifestation and everybody gives these tips about how to script, how to vision board, how to do this. But I haven't seen a lot of people who actually talk about what manifestation takes, and that is, unless you release your subconscious blocks to feel safe with your manifestation, you will not manifest what you want. And I want to help people with that. So that is what I am working on right now, and I don't understand how putting a niche on this would help, because different people would have different manifestations and I want to help everybody. So that is the thing.
So that is like very lovely, the beautiful thing that you've put together. And even in this, you're calling it a chakra healing container, but there is also like a subconscious work element to it. Let's call it like a limiting belief element to it. And chakra healing is the modality that you're using. And I guess how I would like to call it like the main ingredient of this
Yes. Yes.
recipe, right?
Yes.
Now, the sentence you said at the end is something a lot of other people also say, so they'll be resonating quite a bit that I want to help everyone. That leads to a lot of fun things, which is realizing after some time that you do not really want to help everyone. It's not that aspect of you don't want to help them, it's that the vibe matching. It's like becoming friends with someone. When you're friends in a group, when you're entering college for the first time or something, you realize these are your set of people, these are not your set of people. Niching is
Mm.
somewhat similar, and it does not mean that you do not get to be friends with the other people. Yes, you can be on a hello hi basis with those other people as well, but your tightly knit group of friends that you gossip with, that you're like really close to, might be having Maggie at 2 a.m., that's a separate group. That same thing happens here. Now, I'll ask you a series of questions to understand. It will not be to niche, it will just be to understand, and then I will show something for you. Tell me, who do you like to work with in general? Like, who do you really vibe with? If you need some examples, I could give, like, we could start with gender, if you have any gender preferences. I'm not saying that you cannot work with the other gender. I am just saying, who do you like or have a preference or a taste for working with?
I don't think gender wise it would be an issue. I think my preferences would come in the sense of I think I want people who are willing to take the, step into healing. Because I have had a lot of personal experiences with people who don't want to heal. They might watch content, they might watch everything, but at the end of the day, they will not do anything to actually do it. So I want people who are passionate about taking that step and who are not scared of getting into the dirty or the hard parts of healing, I would say. I want people who are passionate and I want people who are um, I wouldn't say desperate, but I really want like passionate people who are like who have hope that their life will change, who have dreams, who know that they have the capacity of changing their life, and they will grasp at any form of help or healing or whatever they can do to build that dream life. I think. So I think that restricts my age limit in a way. I think the kind of emotional and intellectual maturity for this would be around 23, 24 and up, I believe, because till that point, I think a lot of people are not even clear of what they want in their life. So I think post 24 would be what I believe that this might happen. But I would like your opinion on it, of course. Other preferences, I'm not really sure with.
That's okay. You've laid out things very beautifully. We're just going to get into the nitty-gritty of it. Great job identifying the age part of it. Now, sometimes it can be really scary to even voice it that, oh, I want to work with people above this age because what if I'm losing out on the people who might be falling in this category, but they're younger?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is where I want you to know that even though I say that I'm a spiritual business coach for spiritual entrepreneurs, specifically women, I still work with men. I still have people who do not have spiritual businesses but are spiritual in general and have a business. They might be having a jewelry business or something that is not even remotely related to spirituality. And when you are putting yourself out there and trying to carve out, let's say, who is your ideal client that you love working with, what kind of transformation you love helping with, it's not that you won't attract the other set of people. It's never like that. You will still attract other set of people because you might have some karmic contracts with them, you might have some soul contracts and everything, that those people are meant to come your way. Even if you didn't have your business, you might be helping them out for free or something. So that's going to happen anyway. When you are doing your business, what you get to choose is your work. Like, I if I get a job, this is the work assigned to me, I have to do this. Even if it's in my job description or something, maybe there are parts to it that I don't like. But in a business, there is that difference that I get to pick the people, hand pick the people that I get to work with. So you've laid it out as people who are willing to take the step into healing. And you've also identified who you are not for. You are not for people who don't want to heal, not for people who are desperate. And that already starts to build out the sales page or whatsoever you use, because you're in the mastermind, so we call it offer anchor. Whatever you're
Yeah.
building, this is for you section and this is not for you section, that is already starting to take shape as you speak this to me. So in the this is not for you section, you might say people who are not ready to put things into action, who are not aware of the changes. You actually get to put that out there to repel the people who are not a good fit for you. But let's focus on the people who are a good fit for you. You said people who are willing to take the step into healing. Now we want to get even more specific with this, and that just means, how would you know that they are ready to take the step into healing? What is the information that they know? What are they doing? What is their behavior like?
Um, I think the people who are looking for ways to heal, like I have had a lot of people who have come to me and asked on my DMs and stuff, ki, how do you like you have been speaking about root chakra, you have been speaking about throat chakra, like how do I do that? How do I, go forward with it? So I think people who are actively looking for ways to heal would be one thing. People who are taking steps in that direction, I would say. But I feel like this is a little
Absolutely.
bit too vague.
No, that's
But
okay.
I'm not understanding how to
Oh no, you are just
niche
stepping
this.
down the ladder. It's not vague.
Okay,
The first,
okay.
imagine there's a ladder, and on the first step, you said people who are willing to take the step into healing. On the second
Yeah,
step, you said people who are actively looking for ways to heal. Then we go down another step. Who is a person who would be looking to heal? Is it someone who knows there's a problem and is aware of it?
yeah. And I mean, this is a little bit off of this, I mean, thing, but I have been getting drawn to health. a certain set of people, in the sense that I need to, uh, I wouldn't say target, but I need to at least make my content visible to people in corporate who want to, you know, go up the corporate ladder, is what I heard when I was working with my spirit of awkward. But I didn't know how to do that because that was also there. But yeah, so coming back to your question, can you repeat it once?
I'm just saying, who is someone who would be looking for ways to heal? How do they even know they need to heal?
Yeah, like you said, I think recognizing that they have a problem, first of all, and second, who are aware that this behavior in their life is stopping them from what they want. I think that level of self-awareness is what I'm looking for in people. That okay, this is what I have been doing, and this is I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, and I want to actively do something else. And because I see that I want to be somewhere else in life, that is what I want.
Great, that is another step down. Now we can keep going down and down, but I'm gonna hold back and I'm gonna give you something as a homework to do, which where we
Okay,
integrate AI with it as well. Okay.
okay.
You put this thing in there that I am wanting to work with people who are willing to take a step into healing, are actively looking for ways to heal, are aware of their problem and their behavior, have the self awareness that they don't want to behave like this for the rest of their life, right?
Hmm,
But then the point of the content generation will become better through AI only when you give it what kind of problems are they having, what
hmm,
areas are they having these problems in. When you
hmm,
give it that, then the content output might look like you said they have awareness of what they are doing and they don't want to do it like that. A content piece might look like you are sitting on your car or you just close your laptop, it's 9 p.m. and you realize this is another day of work sitting for you. You won't get your 8 hours sleep. You still have some emails pending, but you just don't have the energy. And you tell yourself that you're going to quit by the end of this month. But then you look at your bank balance and you don't. And you keep repeating that cycle. I'm just tailoring it to the corporate section right now. There could be another
hmm,
problem as well that you could take.
hmm, hmm,
If you want to really get out of that cycle of doing something versus whatever you're doing, you're saying
hmm,
something and doing something else, then
hmm,
here is what you need to work on. That sort of content, like exact dialogue that's going on, exact situations that they're going through, we would want to create that in our content in order to attract those people.
hmm,
Okay. Now I'm going to so this is like the AI part, so you could put that in the AI and get ideas for it and
hmm,
get some direction for it. But again, that point that I mentioned, that you will not find that direction if you don't zone in on the problem. Now I know you can help everyone with everything. I know that you are passionate about it. I want to know what is something that really lights your soul up, like if you see someone doing something or something that you've been through personally, something that you've healed personally, a topic or multiple topics that really light you up in terms of whatever we just talked about.
Okay, so 2 years back, I decided to shift my career. And till that point, I was extremely demotivated. I was stuck in a career where I was not happy. I was settling down. And when COVID came, I had, had to, I sort of had a sort of identity breakdown, if you would, that what am I doing with my life? What is happening? And from there, from that point of that identity shift of I don't want to be in this career anymore, to coming to this stage today where I am in my dream career. I am at one of the highest paying jobs for my role, and I even got an appraisal. And I have a lot of clients who have validated my work multiple times. So, this shift that has happened in my life, to not even believing that I could be in this career, to thriving in it. Like, I'm extremely happy with my life. I'm extremely happy with the way my life has changed. This job, the experiences, the opportunities that is given me, and so I think that is what I'm really passionate about. I want to help people. Oh, okay. I want to help at least fit into their dream career roles, because I have seen so many people miserable about not having having no idea what they want from their lives. And that eventually bleeds into their career, and it's just a miserable cycle all over. So I guess that would be one of the things.
How do you feel when you say that? Because there was a moment of pause and realization.
I am extremely happy right now. I think I found the missing piece of the puzzle. It literally feels like there was a puzzle in my head that was building slowly, and there was something that was missing, and I felt like it just clicked when I said when that pause happened. It just clicked. So yeah. Okay, this is
Yeah,
what
so
I.
you can definitely. Were you saying something? Go on.
No, I wasn't.
I was just saying that you can definitely help all these other people with all these other things like relationships, self esteem, whatever. But we could come down if this is something that really lights you up, because that's the first thing that came out of your mouth, I'm going to say. Okay. There was nothing else that came out of your mouth. This is the first thing. There might be other things as well, but this is the most recent one. You
Yeah.
could actually zone in your ideal audience on this. It could be something like helping 23 plus. So we'll just write 23 plus year olds heal their chakras and align themselves to their dream careers or back their dream jobs, from career burnout to getting a dream jobs. And then there could be like a free chakra healing masterclass or whatever. So I'm just trying to phrase a bio here in my head, on top of my head. But what I'm trying to say here is that you get to do everything that you would want to do. I'm going to take examples of the things that could possibly be there. Let's go chakra by chakra. Okay. I'm going to start with the root. Someone who's
Hmm.
having financial issues,
Hmm.
right? They could be
Hmm.
having financial issues in their job as well. They could be having financial issues because they have a job or they don't have a job. So you still are targeting someone who is in corporate, who is above 23 years old and is facing financial issues, and you're helping in that separate section through working on their root. Let's go to above the root is sacral.
Take it.
One
Yeah.
who has
Somebody who's
lost
burned.
the joy, burnt out. So that also fits in the corporate section. Going up, solar plexus, someone who's not confident either in the job or applying for jobs. So you still get to work on the confidence bit of it, because it's like some people don't have confidence in general. I want to help everyone who doesn't feel confident. But you could help with that same topic, but in this set of audience that you're trying to work with. Then solar up we go, we have the heart, someone who's
Yeah.
having a tough time receiving. And maybe you could also go in and go to relationships for that matter. Is your job ruining or fucking up your relationships? You need to work with me. You could still be targeting corporate people but help them with a totally different issue that revolves
Hmm.
around chakra healing. Still,
Hmm.
we go up, heart, we've got throat. You have a tough time speaking up for yourself. Now the speaking up could be for anyone, but specifically, let's say if I were to make a content piece out of it today, it might look
Hmm.
like, are you sitting in that job meeting having the most amazing idea ever, but you still can't get it out of your throat because you're afraid your colleagues are going to make
Hmm.
fun of you, and that is holding you back from getting the promotion that you want. That you're still working on the throat, but you're still working with a specific set of people that you feel joy with. Someone speaking could also lead to you're not able to do well in interviews or something.
Hmm.
After throat, we've got your third eye. For third eye, now I want you to go with this. You've gotten a groove of it. Tell me for the
Yeah,
third
yeah.
eye and the crown how you could
For
help
the
someone in this field.
Yeah, sure. So for the third eye, I think it is the center for clarity and intuition. And I think in corporate, it would be to understand and make sure that the job you're choosing or the role that you're choosing is aligned with you, and that it does not end up sucking the soul out of your life within the next 6 months, 1 year, whatever. So that could be one thing. And also to understand who, how to deal with certain people, because when you have that kind of clarity and intuition in you, third eye is also like for intuition, right? So to understand what boundaries to put where, who is what kind of a person, sensing the energy, the vibe, that would really help in corporate, I believe, because I have seen so many cases where people don't understand which situations where what to speak, where to speak, and how to speak it, and that just ends up derailing that part of their job or that career, and it does have certain effects. So that would be for third eye. And I think for crown chakra, for in corporate, for crown chakra, it is the connection to divine. So I think once we start healing everything from the base up, I think the crown chakra would be the, icing on, like the cherry on top, in which you have the uh, happiness that you're in the aligned, happiest version of yourself, and the rest of the parts of your life, that is your career, I mean your relationships, your health, your financial goals, everything is in place simply because all of these chakras have been balanced and you are in a role that is energizing you, that is making you happy to go to office every day and not dreading, like it does not build a sense of dread in you.
Beautiful. Would you be open to me giving a little more idea to these?
Yeah, yeah.
So for everything, you can have multiple, for even like root chakra, I just mentioned one issue. You could have like
Hmm.
thousands of issues that you could work with. Same thing with third
Hmm.
eye. You mentioned clarity for the job you're choosing, but also building on the same thing. We go ahead and someone, you said that you were in a job that you didn't like and you totally shifted and you're in a dream job now. Someone could already be having a job, but they don't know. It's like they don't know what my future self looks like, right? I just can't
Hmm.
picture her or him or them.
Hmm.
Maybe that also is something that you could work with through the third eye. For the crown, I would love to give this example here. A lot of people come to me with how do I mix my spirituality in business? For you,
Hmm.
that's going to look like how do I mix spirituality in my job? I'm a very spiritual person, but whenever I go to my job, I just wanna, I'm not love light anymore. I just want to kill
Yeah.
everyone. So, how do I integrate that spirituality element in my job and live it throughout my 9 to 5 instead of just a 5 to 6 a.m. morning slot? So that way, that's where the crown chakra could fit in your coaching. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Yeah, because I have struggled with this as well. When I was in the thick of my job shifting and getting used to this new job, I did struggle with how do I fit my spirituality into this? Where is my spirituality? So yeah, I think that would be a great idea.
Okay, now tell me, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel so much better.
And you're
I think
doing
I've
all the things you want.
sorry.
And you're doing all the things you want. We are not cutting out on anything because chakra healing can help with everything. It can help with finances, career growth, job promotion, relationships. It can help with so many things. But you're still doing all of those things for a specific set of people that you feel really passionate about because you're closely linked to it personally. You are having your own career. You did this for yourself and you're now able to guide someone. That way, you don't even feel like a imposter in this situation because you've actually created results for yourself.
Yeah, and I am so excited right now. Like when I came into this session, I was extremely confused, but now I feel a lot more clarity. I know what, okay, now I understand it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Does anything else still bug you about this? Anything not sitting well?
No, I think one of the things that had come up as a doubt in the middle of this was, okay, but what about other people? Like for this, like I said, corporate world came to my mind for this, but I think I was afraid that, but I want to help others too. But
Who are
I'm
these
not.
others?
Others are just general. I mean, I don't have a specific thing for it. I feel like
Mm.
there is a general kind of people where I think I genuinely just like seeing that people leading better lives. So I did want that. But again, like we are in the mastermind, and there is this whole concept that you taught us about spirit of offer and the spirit of business and stuff. So I also did get the guidance that, whatever, if you want to target other people, then other offers will come through where other people will be helped. So I can't help like everybody in just one offer. I need to trust that other offers will be created to help other people.
Okay. So, first, I am so glad that you brought this up because, yes, all of your offers can target different set of people. They do not have to be like, it's like my business has one ideal client and I'm just going to stick for all my offers to it. It doesn't have to be that way. So you've literally busted like a big myth for people on this podcast right now. But at the same time, I do want to say, let me give you a possibility. Right now, what you're starting with is a niche. We could make it a micro niche, but it's still a niche. Okay, a
Hmm.
niche that you're helping a specific set of people with a specific set of outcome. through your specific modality. You can literally create a signature process if you want from this. Now, when you're working with those professionals, they will be working with you and they'll be like, wow, I really loved working with you on this. By any chance, do you help me with this as well? Can you do this? And you would say yes because you can and you love that person. Let's say you really enjoy working with them. So you're like, yeah, I would love to. And you start working with them on a totally different topic, whatever it might be. We have no clue what it would look like. So once you start working with them, you realize, wow, I really like this as well. And that becomes your sign to go ahead and do it for other people, maybe launch a new offer or expand your niche, because by that time, this is the phenomena. So you start with a micro niche, something that's very targeted and helps someone, and then you've built a set of people who trust you wholeheartedly, would recommend you, are your diehard fans. And when you expand and start doing different things, those people come along. There will be some people who will be like, no, my thing, I'm going to leave now. But there will be set of people who will come along or recommend other people to you. So then you can keep expanding. And that's why when we see these people on the internet who are doing thousands of things and everything is getting sold out, it's because they started with a small thing, built that audience, and then built such an authority in that niche that whenever they felt like pivoting, because as a manifesting generator, I am pivoting all the time. So then I pivot, those people will still love me for all the transformation I've provided them, and they would either come along or send someone who would benefit from me at this stage now. What do you think of that?
Got it. Yeah, I I agree. Like, because this is something to take in.
Absolutely. I have too many examples of this because I started as a life coach, which is very vague. I'm going to say that was not niche at all. But there was this first client of mine, first ever client from 2020. I coached her. She's now she's now engaged. She has invited me to her wedding. Imagine 2020 to
Oh my
2026, 6 years, seeing the entire trajectory. I've had so many people tell me that they're getting engaged and I had helped them manifest something, and now they're inviting me to weddings. It's so beautiful. But the important part here is, so she was with me when I was a life coach. And then I shifted to business coaching. So she's still stuck around because I did tarot readings now and then, right? And
Yeah.
now she's a coach herself and she's planning to work with me as her business coach. So she
Oh,
brought herself up to that level. She found it somehow. She didn't. In the middle, she was still a corporate professional. She's just doing her thing, taking tarot readings. Life coaching sessions are gone, not doing them anymore. And then she was like, I feel so called to it. I want to do it. And now she has her own coaching practice and she comes and takes sessions from me. So in the middle, there was a gap. But now she rose up to where I am now. And that will happen for your clients as well whenever you choose to move to a different niche.
no, I agree with that because I had this one client who had come to me for a tarot reading, and we had figured out she had come for a financial reading, and she did not know why she was not able to manifest money and why no matter what she did, she was not able to do. And we figured out that she had sacral solar plexus chakra block, and she was struggling with an imposter syndrome, and she had grown up in an extreme situation of lack. And I think the seeds for this program had been in the works for a very long time because I had offered her that I had offered a very specific solar plexus chakra healing for her, and I did it for her. And then it turns out that she not only decided to shift her career a little bit, she also broke up with her boyfriend who was keeping her in that state where she was feeling like she's not enough, and all of these feelings of not being enough, which were blocking the solar plexus, was also blocking her finances because she did not feel enough to receive the money she wanted. So I mean, it hasn't happened on a scale that you mentioned, but I agree that she had come for a reading and then she ended up with a healing. So I relate with that.
That is such a powerful transformation you've created for someone. I definitely think you should take credit for it and make it into a post that brags about it, and you can talk about it to promote your chakra healing program. But now we want to stop calling it chakra healing and we want to call it a transformation based thing, because chakra
Yeah.
is a tool, chakra healing is a modality, and we want to name it something, which I know your spirit of office said it will come to you. So hopefully it comes soon.
I am waiting today's first, and I am still waiting. Like, where is it? Where is the name? It's first now.
Yes. So when you get the name or the tagline, even if it's not the name, the tagline should be focused on a transformation that you're providing. An example of that would be like the simplest example I can give you is of my bio. If we go to my bio right now, it says who I'm helping, what I'm helping with, and through what. So, helping spiritual baddies scale to $10,000 months with feline energy and no burnout. So, we've got the spiritual baddies as the target audience, where your target audience would be 23 YO, so year old,
Hmm.
plus professionals. You could use like either a plus or like those greater than sign thing,
Yeah.
greater than less than, and then you could have a transformation, so bag their dream career through chakra healing or through chakra work, whatever you would like to call it, and then we have a call to action there. Sounds cool?
It does. But then, since this is only for a specific offer and this is not for my entire content, would it be wise to put it on my bio, or would it be wise to, say this through messaging? Because I I believe that this is like for me, I feel like this is a micro niche, and my content, at least my content on Instagram, YouTube, would not only be targeting this, would be targeting the general aspects of chakra healing. I want to talk about my psychic abilities, my experiences as a tarot reader. There's a lot that I want to talk about in my business in general. And so only for this specific offer, do you like think putting it on my bio would be a better thing, or like should I put it in my content?
Okay, that's a great question. But also, the fact you said that if you put this, I do want to talk about these other things, which are my things around chakra healing, what I'm doing. So, those two different things that you said, those two things still fall, even if you change your bio. Just saying, even if you change your bio to whatever we are discussing, you can still talk about all those other things and it will still be in alignment with whatever you're describing yourself as, because I I just read out my bio, but I still talk about my work as a student, my work as a foster carer. I still talk about all these different things because people want to know who is the person behind all of this. And when you talk about things like chakras, and I saw that you make a lot of posts on threads related to chakras and deities, you
Yeah.
talking about those things is not something you can like, you don't have to stop doing them if you change your bio to this specific thing, because people who are, let's say, spiritual, who are working with certain deities, let's say, and they are also corporate professionals just like you, would resonate on an even higher level with you and be like, I want to work with her. Now, coming to answer your question, since we are on like a clock here, I'm going to
Hmm.
say I want you to treat your bio as an announcement board. I changed my bio so many times to find the perfect one, because after some time, the current one will stop resonating with you. Whenever you are launching this offer, utilize that bio space to be able to have an extra touch point so that the person landing is able to automatically understand you are the person they have been looking for. Instead of just focusing on the messaging, if you just focus on the content and the messaging, what will happen is, first, your current audience will be more likely to see that, and anyone new who comes would need to come through a post that is doing extremely well. Messaging is
Hmm.
very tailored, and even when they land on your profile, they would not have another touch point to convert. Touch point in
Hmm.
the sense, they looked at a post, they were like, wow, she made this amazing post, she can help me with my dream career. Yeah. And then I look at her profile, and her profile has nothing, her bio says nothing about helping me with my dream career. Her highlights say nothing about helping me with my dream career. It was just that one post. How that automatically is like a turn off. It's like when you see a Netflix show and you see, oh, only 2 episodes are there. I love the show, the reel that I saw was very nice, but 2 episodes, I don't want to watch it right now, maybe I'll come
Hmm.
back later. That's what it creates.
Got it. Got it. That makes sense. I
Right.
have been looking at my bio
Mhm.
as what do you say? I was so worried that people would think that okay, she's putting the wrong message or something. But yeah, the announcement board line makes it a lot.
Yeah, it's not your, I think a lot of people think of their bio as how do I say it? Like a doctor's office outside, you put like that nameplate thingy with the things. They think it's
Yeah.
that. It's not. A bio is just things that are open right now, what you're doing right now. And if you're not doing anything, then you could put that nameplate for that time. That's totally cool. Maybe link to a freebie or something. But if you have something going on, why not utilize every single touch point you have on your profile itself, which are more than 5, by the way, and utilize that to drive sales towards your offer, and make sure that every person who's landing on your profile is like, fuck yes, this is the person I've been looking for.
Yeah.
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 All right. I feel like that was such a quick session, and I feel there was a lot of things that got covered. How do you feel about this?
I am, like I said, I am now excited because till this point, like, a lot of things have been happening on the back end, and I have been waiting, ki, okay, now something has to happen on the front end, like something has to change, something has to convert. And I felt when I was thinking about this, ki, okay, what is going on? Why am I not seeing the results in my 3D? Because I know everything has happened in the spiritual side of things. And then I realized, ki, okay, I think that post came to me as a sign only because I saw that post and I was immediately hooked and I was so triggered. I mean, I wouldn't say triggered, but I was like, okay, but I want to help everybody. But why is this post telling me that I can't help it? And then it took me a whole night, and now everything is so clear. And so yeah, now I'm extremely excited to start posting because I can literally feel my sacral chakra like starting to buzz with creative ideas for threads. So for the next few days, I'm pretty sure a lot of things will be coming out.
Beautiful. What post are you talking about, by the way?
I mean,
That you're not supposed
sorry.
to help everyone.
Yeah, I saw this post on Threads. Okay, like you said, I'm extremely active on Threads right now. So there was this one post by this one person who very let me just find if I can read it out. Um, I am not finding it, but I am
That's fine.
sure that this guy had said that you cannot help everybody, and he had said it in a very funny way that I hate people who say that they can help everybody. They cannot. You have to niche down if you need to find your target audience, and if you need to help people. And I was like, what?
I know.
I
I
think at
know.
this point, I
Yeah,
think till this.
yeah, yeah, go on.
No, I think at this till this point, I was in that state of okay, I want to help everybody. This is my first, stint in coaching, and I am a very new coach, and I want to help everybody. But yeah, now everything is getting a lot clearer.
I am so glad. And yes, the thing is, the sentence is wrong. It's I can help everyone. I want to specifically help these people for now. That is what people are missing. People are not realizing the for now section at the end, and they are
Hmm.
replacing their can with a want. I can help
Hmm.
people building their websites. I can help people with graphic design. I can help with all of those things. But do I want to? Do I
Hmm.
really want to? You can go out and get XYZ job today, but do you want to do it? That is the question that helps niche.
Hmm.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is a great point to wrap this session up. Thank you for coming to the podcast. And
Thank
also,
you.
and for the listener who's listening to this, thank you for tuning into your Spiritual Business Coach podcast and for listening to this episode. If you're feeling a little too generous, I would love for you to drop me a review or rating on whatever platform you're listening this on. And if you feel the nudge to tell me what you felt about this episode or to inquire how you can work with me, you can drop me a message on Listening Stories Untold on Instagram. Or if you want to work with the person that I'm on the call with right now, because you're like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I am a corporate professional. Then drop me a message. I'll link you up and I will see you in the next episode.